still struggling. They have to work really hard to put up a respectable total.
This time he manages to pierce the gap and will probably roll onto the boundary. Yes, that's a boundary to end the over. It will probably be lunch as well. It is lunch. Shakib finishing the morning with a boundary.
Was slightly short, nicely cut. Misfield there, they should have been stopped. Gave away 4 runs.
Once again, the Bangladeshi batting wilted in the face of some excellent bowling from the tourists. Only Shahriar Nafees dug in as the home side limped to 54 for 4 in the first session. Star of the show for Pakistan was undoubtedly Azaz Cheema, who took brilliant figures of 3 for 18. He was also involved in the other wicket to fall by taking a good catch at fine leg.
Every now and then there is this unexplained phenomena that takes over a Bangladeshi batsman. Shakib Al Hasan has driven quite nicely. The ball wasn't wide enough really to have been played through the offside.
No problem whatsoever on that occasion. It was much too close. That's one of the reasons of why Shakib Al Hasan got on top of it and hit it cleanly, not in the air, to the ground and forward.
Using the angle of the ball, using the angle of the bowler. Pakistan will not mind this from Shakib Al Hasan. They've got 3 slips and a gully in place, so they'll be quite willing to give him few boundaries. Only if they can have the edge in the end. I think that'll make them a lot more safer to get rid of Shakib Al Hasan, because he remains the real potent threat at this stage. That's edged for 4. So 2 boundaries of 2 balls. First one a cut shot. This one was gently guided through the 3rd slip and a gully fielder.
I think the key was to play with softer hands. Didn't try to push it too far, just left it there and then found the edge and went all along the ground. You feel kind of sorry for Azaz Cheema, who's bowled really well.
Nicely punched, runs. That's 4. That's beautifully done. Very classy was Shakib Al Hasan on that occasion. It's 71 for 4.
Superb shot.
Now that was hit extremely hard, and I think it's Azhar Ali who's caught it in the arm. It doesn't look too right for him. All the mates are around him, looking a little bit concerned. Shakib Al Hasan there, hit extremely hard. He made himself small. That's a very good and the right way to feel at short leg. You need to get yourself down, make yourself a smaller target, but he still caught it flush in the arm. He wants that position. Down the track and works it away for 4 through the onside. Crowds enjoyed it, as did Shahriar Nafees. It's 81 for 4.
A huge appeal. Well, umpire's not interested, but the close catches, already thinking that could have been off the bat, but we didn't hear any noise. No woody sound.
pad. Fielders were convinced. Very strong appeal.
Through in a way, this time on the offside. Not much spin to encounter, and will get to the fence. Wide open spaces on the offside. It's a much better shot.
Was slightly flighted, and you can't keep these Bangladeshi batsmen quiet. They like to play their shots.
Well, that's worked away fine. The bowlers probably erring in line and worked away nicely. Shakib Al Hasan's right on top when he plays those shots. And the ray of hope arrives to the team. Beautifully played. Get on top, work it fine. Much better than the sweep shots.
He's played that shot regularly and with a lot of good result. Shoaib Malik, normally a very fast fielder in the outfield. It appeared as if he was escorting the ball to the rope. Shakib on 45.
It's just a touch shot, but it's quite a lot closer, and he likes to play that shot. This time connects into well and connects it through the gap.
Belts it past the man at cover. Gets to his 50 with a glorious backfoot push.
That's a top-class shot from a top-class player. Sure enough, he's getting applause from the management and the spectators. Fantastic way to pick up his 50. 10th Test match 50. It has been a good hunting ground for Shakib Al Hasan. Just short. And played to perfection. Not an easy shot to play off the back foot, crashes it through the covers. Important is to find the gap. Made him happy. Back-to-back 50s for Shakib Al Hasan.
Oh, another classy stuff from Shakib Al Hasan. Probably his best shot of the innings. Great use of the feet and finding the gap through the offside and bossing Saeed Ajmal here.
A treat to watch. Lovely use of the feet, going to the pitch of the delivery, and once again finding the gap through the cover. Brings up the century partnership, first century partnership for any wicket versus Pakistan in 4 Test matches in Bangladesh. That's between Shah Nafi and Shakib Al Hasan.
Once again, nicely played, not tried to hit it too hard. Just working it off his hips. Couple of runs, and that brings up to 150 for Bangladesh.
Another milestone cross after that stuttering start. 43 for 4. And then making this huge climb back. The Bangladeshi batsmen in the middle, Shariar Nafees and Shakib Al Hasan, really having to work hard and bring the fight back to Pakistan. Nice little tuck around. Shakib Al Hasan favors that shot, tries to angle the bat as the ball is going away towards the off stump or away from it.
Well, it's the keeper who is always excited. Billy Doctor might be thinking about earplugs.
He is very vocal. Half-hearted appeal. Drives it just for a single Shakib. That's the way. Rotate the strike. Sharyar on 78. Shakib on 65. First big partnership.
This can get excited, and this is what Akram calls half-hearted.
Does I know him?
Still can't beat Midov. That was nicely timed, and that's good fielding. Managed to hit the stumps from a very awkward angle. He was almost down on the ground, Umagul.
Good effort. We've seen a few spills in the field, but Umagul releasing that ball well and directly hitting the stumps. Had to recover after the dive, but was alert enough to the fact that there might have been a chance. Threw it directly at the stumps. Good effort. Pakistan need those out there in the middle. They're looking a little ragged out there in the field, so need something to boost up their spirits. Bangladeshi batsmen will have other ideas and try and dominate the remaining part of the day. Haven't been in this kind of a position right through this cool and cool series.
Plays it nicely. And this time he breaks the drought. After 5 dot balls, he picks up a boundary. 173 for 4.
This leant back and slapped it away back at a point. Touch of class in that. So confident, and you knew exactly where he was going to hit it.
144 against New Zealand in Chittagong 2003. So that's an excellent performance, Shamim.
And what a hit. That's going, and just gone into the ropes. A couple of bounces, but he was on the target. And they're absolutely over the moon. Seeing the ball as big as a football, and the use of the feet by Shakib Al Hasan has been wonderful so far.
Yes, he's the highest scorer, the top scorer on this ground here in Mirpur, gone past 600 runs. And that shot indicated that he certainly enjoys playing here.
Sure does, and here's a man who has got all the shots in the book. He's got the temperament, he's got the physique. It's just at times there's a rush of blood in Bangladeshi players. Times to tend to throw away the wickets, make a bad ball look good by getting out.
We'll go through with the single, and that brings up the 150 partnership between these two.
Nice compilation of 261 balls. There you see Sharian Nafis's contribution has been 64 and 83 from Shakib Al Hasan. 10 fours for Sharia, 12 for Shakib.
And straight away it's worked. There have been some results. A couple of dot balls and then one that spun sharply just from off stump, spinning away.
Nicely done for 4. Delicious shot. Delightfully done. Umar Gul is stunned. Shakib Al Hasan carves out a lovely 4 to the offside. Have a look at this one. Lazy elegance personified.
More like a chop. Much bottom-handed. He's picked up a number of boundaries in that zone. Excellent poise, head on top, and gets into the 90s. Shakib Al Hasan.
That's gone for 4. Late cut on 99. And yes, it's a big deal.
against a top quality bowling lineup that's been winning matches right throughout 2011. This is a huge innings from Shakib and a really sweet one from Shahriar Nafees.
And let that one come right near him, head on top of that. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that shot.
Chops it for one. Gets his second test match 100. And have a listen. The reaction from the camp and the crowds is unbelievable. They can't believe it. This really is a tremendous achievement. Against all odds, when the team was looking down and out, he has produced a beauty here. Gliding it away for one, and well, it really has been a tremendous knock, being appreciated by all Pakistani players out there in the park.
From Pakistan point of view, they were trying a bit too hard. Again, there's single available. Just twist of wrist and you can pick up a single.
With that single, 1,000 test match runs in Bangladesh for Shakib Al Hasan. Another milestone for him has been the terrific form. I mentioned earlier that this has been a very good hunting ground. First up delivery, two slip and a gully in place.
And that's a good start. Run straight away. It's very important that this pair sees the first half hour through. Losner down the leg side. Shakib has been quite comfortable working the ball for singles on the onside. A lot rests on this man. Short ball, catch it. Oh, he wants the single. Mushfiq sends him back. Well, definitely a single was available. Miscued hit falling just wide of Ajmal.
They just couldn't get hold of it right up in the air, but I thought that was a single straight away.
Pitching outside the leg stump, and Umar Gul gets only a little glare from Billy Doctor.
But Shakib Al Hasan has picked up a few runs, trying to play that shot, just trying to flick it away. It's okay if it's pitched outside the leg stump, which it did by quite a long way actually. But instead of probably playing and trying to flick it finer, could have been a better idea to play it down the ground or maybe just in front of the square, where you can present the full face of the bat instead of closing on the face of the bat on that occasion. It's okay when you connect it, but if you miss it and if it's straighter, then he'll be in trouble.
That's his area of strength. And you looked at him take a little knock on the pads. Well, that's a good bouncer. And fortunately for him, no tickle along the way. 240 for 5.
This is the last delivery bowled by Umar Gul. Really good bouncer. He had two players in the deep on the square side, on the leg side, and still Shakib Al
And straight away, worked away, looking for the second. That's excellent running. Put the fielder under pressure.
took on Aizaz Chima and took the first one very hard. The moment he played that shot, Shakib Al Hasan knew he was going for the second. Really nicely run. First one taking it really hard, and the second one also a good turn back as well. Very comfortably in the end. I'm not too sure what Misbah Haq is trying to do here, because it's his first over from Rahman. That's a hit, a couple of bounces over to the boundary. He's once again taken on Abdul Rahman and picks up his first boundary of the second day.
And that's good hitting. Aggression. saw it and picked it up and delivered. No, the second new ball is due. They want to get as many runs in. Don't let the spinner get on top.
Oh, he wanted an extra run, and in the end, sanity prevailed.
Thankfully for Bangladesh, it would be really unfortunate if something untoward happened. Just casually ambling that run, and the throw, not a very good one, made the batsman interested. There was good coverage in the deep there, and had to scurry back. So what's happening? I think the Pakistani fielders a little bit of disarray. The Bangladesh is putting the pressure on them. It's good to see.
Big shout, they've all gone up, but no, says the umpire. Just touched the bat, but was it also climbing? Questions to be asked. Right at the edge of the mat, that may have been another reason, yes, and quite high, right at the top of the flap. So a couple of elements of doubt for umpire Billy Doctorov, and Umar Gul thought, yes, that's definitely hitting the top of the stumps. But the umpire moved. Second new ball taken after 80 overs. Akram, another challenge for Bangladesh. Seemed to have missed his run-up, but ended up with a good delivery. Wraps Shakib on the pad this time. Earlier it was also Shakib whom Chima troubled. But this time, of course, clearly pitching outside leg stump, no doubt about that. One more delivery to go in this over, and most likely the last ball before the lunch break. And Shakib steals another single. Lunch is called. 3 runs coming in that Yunus Khan over. 89 overs completed in the innings. Bangladesh will be pretty pleased with the morning's performance. Shake hands. Captain's got a smile on his face. They started at 234 for 5, and now they've finished this 1.5 session, short session, at 285 for 5. Very ginger run up to the stumps as Chima. Possibly still reeling from a heavy lunch. Well, that's crashed hard. Chance for a man in deep point. It does really well. Asad Shafiq with a brilliant piece of fielding. He's tiny. He had to really motor along because that was crashed hard by the left-hander. Have a look at this effort.
Good shot, deserved more runs than that. Just got one, but outstanding effort from Asad Shafiq. Exactly what the bowlers want.
No, yes, no, yes. And direct hit, and he's gone. He had given up. Shakib Al Hasan can't believe it. Against the playoff run, Pakistan have been able to get rid of Shakib Al Hasan, who's looking very settled and very solid to get to his 150. A lot of confusion here. Stutter, stop. Shakib Al Hasan in the end had given it all up. He can't believe it. Bangladesh didn't require this at this stage when they were cruising.
Tawfiq Umar, the fielder, had a lot of time to aim, and that's a crucial blow. Fine innings from Shakib Al Hasan comes to an end. 144 is what he made. And Bangladesh are 305 for 6.